joining us more on the bills passed today that Peter Barnes was just referencing to, and Americans' feelings on the economy, Congresswoman Marsha Blackburn. Representative Blackburn, thanks for being with us today. Let's start with the continuing resolution. Here we go again, kicking the can down the road, buying some time. We're going to be back to square one in a couple months, and then what?
Well, I tell you, at least what we have is a continuing resolution that recognizes the reductions that were made, the spending reductions that were made through sequestration. So that's a good solid step. With the budget, we have passed ours in the House. It will be the first time in several years for the Senate to actually pass a budget. I guess they want their paychecks next month. And then, you know, Tracy, let's see what comes forward as we try to work something out. They continue to say balanced approach, but I tell you, I think the American people there in your Fox poll are exactly right. You've got to get the spending under control. The spending in D.C. is completely out of control. You can't continue to borrow $3 billion a day and think you're going to be able to do this forever. At some point, right now, you have to say it's got to stop.
And yet, though, the budget that went through the House has basically the appeal of Obamacare, which is going to go nowhere, right? So is it one of those things where we shoot for the stars and then kind of eventually end up at the middle with some sort of compromise?
Well, I tell you, most of the American people are with us on this repeal of Obamacare. And we're talking to small businesses, employers, group insurance participants, and you would be amazed at how much insurance rates are going up. It is absolutely unbelievable. Young people that are looking at escalation rates in their health insurance cost of anywhere from 145 to 200%. Right. That's info that came back to us. And Tracy, they're saying, get this done. This is a recognition that it does need to be done. I am so pleased that we passed this through the House, that we're able to say this is our marker. You don't need more taxes. You need to get the spending under control. Let's get in behind this and get it done.
But it's a non-starter, isn't it, once it makes it to the Senate?
No, I disagree with that. Yeah.
The Democrats, at least, don't want this to go anywhere.
You're right. They don't. And when are they going to do what we've done in the House and settle down and start to work on these issues? That's what people want to see. And I think this is a good lesson for the Senate. We've done our work. We do our work every single year. They kind of push it over in the side and pretend it's not there. The president, you know, Tracy, can you even imagine? The president can fill out his bracket, but he cannot do a budget. This is the kind of stuff that you would say you can't make this up.
I know. And I filled out my bracket on the way to the set. That's how much attention I paid to it. Let's talk about the American people and what they're hearing out of Cyprus. And there's a lot of worry that this could happen here at home. Does that worry you at all?
Of course it does. And when you look at what has happened across the EU, look at what had happened in Cyprus, Congressman Billy Long out of Missouri filed a piece of legislation, a resolution this week that would have a prohibition in there where you're not going to the depositors to make this right. I don't think there's ever been a case where they went to the depositors and said, oh, by the way, we're going to confiscate your money because we didn't manage well and there's this problem.
Well, that's a good thing. Representative Blackburn, as always, thanks for taking the time to be with us.
Good to be with you. Thank you.